videos on that. I've been thinking about doing art stream. My bad. थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम लगा दिए. Never mind. Welcome to my stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. आजकल कंसिस्टेंट नहीं रह पा रहे नहीं. That's sad. सब कुछ करते करते रात हो जा रहा है, so never mind. हाँ, कोई ना, ये तो होता रहेगा. But for now, let's continue Durin'S story quest. Let's go. a letter from the Knights of Abunia. Sounds like Albedo's back and he's waiting for us on Dragon's Spine. Okay. Yeah. Are? I should go do that quest first, okay? उसके बाद हम event पे आते हैं. एक सेकंड, ये भी what? Albedo with Dragon Spine में?
So this is the other Durin, huh?
Oh no. Yikes.
If this had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure. So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero.
And you just thought you'd be nice all of a sudden?
No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Albedo.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet.
Uh-oh.
I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Oh, you're here too?
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things?
Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first.
You exchange intel with Albedo, who also...
Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading.
What? It's that connection between his will and body is fading?
If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over.
That doesn't sound quite right. But if that happens...
This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along. So now, there's only one thing missing.
The magic, right?
As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So, the reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible?
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book. The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
First fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break. What's that supposed to mean? Solution bestowed by the sage.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
So cute.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
लेकिन हम लोग का तो pristine clear है.
At least you're still human-shaped?
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
Let's take a look around. Let's go. Is that a hidden path?
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come! Ouch!
Here we come.
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here?
Maybe the author had a flash of inspiration and then their mind went blank.
Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that really was the solution, though, This would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten?
There has to be some other reason.
There are still places we can check. We have time.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more.
Observe.
Do you think we could just destroy it?
Why would you want to do that?
Be it the calamity headed for Mondstadt or my inability to leave behind a story of my own, doesn't it all come down to the fact that this heart never truly died? What if, here in this story, we could finally destroy it?
Could Aunt Alice's magic really allow us to do what's theoretically meant to be impossible?
Either way, it's an intriguing idea. I'm not opposed to giving it a shot.
Durin!
It's just... I'm still afraid someday, even you guys will end up forgetting me. If there's even the slightest chance it'll prevent that, I'm willing to try anything. But I'm not sure if I can destroy it on my own. Chances are, I'm gonna need your help again. So please, everyone, help me destroy this heart, once and for all!
Ready when you are. Let's take another look around first. But देख लेते हैं. Destroy the heart of the evil dragon. Fuse with the heart of the evil dragon. Fuse. एक सेकेंड. इसमें एक, इसमें -3. Fuse करने से क्या होगा? Decide what to do next. First, let me see. Arey,
Returning to the castle.
you seem like you're torn about something.
I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends.
Shadow God Zillow. एक सेकेंड. Shadow God Z80. Welcome to my stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
The story will eventually reach its conclusion. What?
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up!
We have reached an ending?
But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Totoko. Did I do something wrong?
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Alice?
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
You're warning us after it already
Let me
happened?
guess. You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through.
Huh?
I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If
What
you're
the
not
heck?
happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
Talk about a plot twist.
Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
Flip back. हम तो बस एवी एक्सप्लोर करने चले गए थे वहाँ. What the heck?
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
This requires 3 ink.
The evil dragon's heart continued to beat, as if waiting for the little dragon to accept it as his own.
Looks like we have no choice but to get this done. Whatever happens next, Durin is going to need all of our help. Is everyone ready?
Ready. We're ready. Durin and I need to check out few other spots. No, we're ready. We're ready.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
So cool.
Finally! A happy ending! That must be the last step, right? Woohoo! We completed the story!
But then why are we still here?
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden.
क्या हो गया?
Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey! What kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it! What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So, would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
What's up with the narrator?
Make a decision
Would he
quickly.
dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
The little dragon and his companions blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
क्या हो रहा है?
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
Tadako.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Interesting. Flip back.
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Interesting. Can I go here? Can't go here.
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
What if the time runs out? हम जानना चाहते हैं क्या होगा. टाइम चला जाए, कोई इशू नहीं है. The prophecy is destined to come true. Oh.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide.
Oh, interesting.
Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Okay, bad ending.
Is this me?
Uh-oh.
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
So the story's over?
Oh no! That means Durin... What do we do now?
Flip back. Tataka.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Flip back. फिर से हम लोग ओके अब चलते हैं. हाँ? What?
What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting Durin just suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
Oh no. क्या हो गया?
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left?
It's possible, it's just not time for the story to end.
But...
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end?
Makes sense.
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis. Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand,
Needs an author to continue writing.
as Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within.
That's sad.
In other words, his story can't continue. Because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends indeed.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him, or stand in his way?
This is as far as the story can go. What path will you choose?
If the story ends now, Durin will just vanish.
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter ahead?
But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't that too risky?
I'm not afraid.
Then go for it. We'll be with you all the way.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Promise you won't. What? The solution of faith break through the boundary of the tale.
Can I stop here and play? I mean, take a stroll. I won't go too far.
Aww. Well, at the end of the day, he's a fictional character. Written by M. Break through the boundary of the tale. क्या हो रहा है? Do I need to do something here?
That invisible wall. It was like the little dragon was staring at the unfathomable edge of the itself. And all of a sudden it began to fracture as if struck by some transcendent will.
gotta keep going.
Ahead lies only a stormless void.
My consciousness is slipping away.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so weak.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Oh.
Am I truly alive?
Existential crisis.
Yes, Durin. But you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
Let's go, Albedo.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
Oh, that's nice.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
Reclaim your
You're
true
taking
self.
too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
I can't. Reclaim your true
Wait!
self.
Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
What's your wish, Durin?
Your story's not over yet.
Your story's not over yet. Oh. Hey.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Anya. एक सेकंड, मेरे जेम का नाम आन्या है? Interesting.
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rheindotter once told me, The laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
Oh.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever.
Oh no.
No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing